I just turned the whole box upside down on my board. This is why food vlogging takes so much time, because it make a mess.
Take it out, don't let it slow down. 'Cause this is different, this is patience. No, I'm never gonna waste it. Too much too soon, is it right now? Let me in, I'm waiting outside.
Good morning, my Audacious friends, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to my newest vlog in like 2.5 weeks maybe. I'm honestly not sure. I'm sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. I'm kind of recovering from a little bit of a sore throat. Don't really know where it came from, other than maybe my husband had one, or he did have one, and so I just like got the tail end of his, I think. But I just did my cardio, so I'm a sweaty mess. I'm still doing cardio. I'm doing lists, fasted in the morning on the days that I'm not training in the gym, which obviously I'm not training very much. I'm doing, you know, a little bit of cardio, just 30 minutes at a moderate heart rate, between 120 and 130 beats per minute. I do use, oh look, it's still on, I need to turn that off. I do use my Apple Watch to kind of gauge my intensity there, but the basic principle of that is I'm trying to keep the intensity low. I'm trying to keep the stress internally low. If you guys are new to my channel, new to this playlist, it is me taking care of myself so I can be a better athlete in the future. That's what I'm going for. I don't really know where this vlog today is gonna go, other than the fact that I was like, I have to vlog. I have to pick up my camera. Like, so I think today is a really lower volume day for me, so I feel like I'm gonna have the time to vlog, and I feel like I should, because I haven't. On my birthday, I had company last weekend, and like just being a full-time coach, and like that takes up so much of my time that when I have like social obligations, or not an obligation, but social things, like I have to like work really efficiently, and I can't vlog. I'm sorry. And you guys know, like, my coaching business is my baby. Like that's where that's what supports my family. Unfortunately, YouTube does not. And so I just have to like prioritize there. But so today's gonna be a light work day. Thankfully, I don't have to go to the gym either, so I just feel like I'm going to have more time in my day, so I really want to chat with you guys. I haven't really had to sit down and talk with you guys about some like topics that have interested me, so that's what the goal of this video is probably going to go with. Oh my god, I didn't realize until I started talking like how because I don't really talk much throughout my day, I type. So now that I'm like talking for a long period of time, I'm like, oh, this is terrible. So that's where this vlog's gonna go. I still need to finish drinking my aloe vera juice, which is not good, FYI. Like, the lemon juice kind of helps with the taste, but other than that, it's terrible. But so I'm drinking that before my meal, so I'm gonna eat my meal, and we'll catch up with you guys here in this vlog. Hope you guys enjoy this one. That was a delicious meal. I wanted to share with you guys just my morning routine this particular morning because I am trying so hard to not eat breakfast and like immediately start working. Like to actually spend some time eating and enjoying my food that's nourishing my body rather than just like start working immediately. So I normally read or just kind of sit in silence with my meal, but I did just get my first daily devotional. I've never had one before, so I'm pretty excited about it. I thought it was very fitting for me when I found it in the church bookstore, just sitting on the shelf. It was the last one, so it was just kind of a little lonely book waiting for me. The daily motivation for a champion's heart. Like, I do have a heart of a champion, and my heart needs some care right now. This might be like what all daily devotionals do, but like I said, this is my first one. So it always gives you a ready, which your ready is the Bible verse that they've picked out to focus on. And then your set is just kind of setting the tone for how that verse sets you up as an athlete for your day, or sets you up for whatever it is that they're focusing on. And it just kind of is an interpretation of that verse in relation to sport in this case. And then your go, it's a question and ask you, what do you sacrifice daily as a part of your life in sport? That was my question today. Then your workout is a little, I don't have one of those journal Bibles yet. That's what I want to get. So until I get one of those, because they're kind of pricey actually. I was very surprised at how expensive they were. But I do want to get one of those. So until then, I'm using the Holy Bible app, and it gives you your workout, which is, today was really short actually. It was a very short verse, but it gives you like to further dive into other verses on your own. And then your overtime is your final like prayer for the day, which is typically a pretty short prayer, but it was great to do over my food and nourish my body. And I do have to check in with my coach. So I'll be doing that probably before I check in with my clients, just to get that out of the way. I've shared with you guys who is coaching me now and working with me, and that is strictly from a like personal choice, obviously. Just like a product. I wouldn't like offer a product or a service to you guys if I hadn't tested it out myself. And not that I don't trust this person, but I'm in the process of gaining trust with them. And I feel that it's very important for me to get really grounded with them and feel very confident with them. I was with Matt for a whole year almost before I even shared my YouTube channel, like before I even created my YouTube channel. So I felt like I didn't have to really cross that bridge, but like here I do have to cross that bridge myself. And once I feel like I've gotten to the other side and I feel that the process was beneficial for me, then that'll be my time to share it with you guys. But until then, I'm just gonna keep that as a personal choice for myself. I hope you guys can understand. Again, it's just my choice, and I'm sure you guys do understand. But so I'm gonna check in with him, and obviously it's him, since I just gave that away. But I'm gonna check in with him and send him my progress pictures, and then I'll get started on work. And then maybe we'll come back and talk. Yes, this is decaf coffee, because I drink decaf coffee or peppermint tea throughout my day, and especially when my sore throat is hurting, it like helps to have something warm. But anywho, it's like 1:30, and I got through my check-in with my coach, and I got through one of my client check-ins, and I wanted to go ahead and film, kind of get ready for my day and film this clip for you guys, because it's probably going to be like the meat of the vlog. This is the topic that I really wanted to chat with you guys about, and it's one that I got asked like through my struggles of my previous prep. Like mainly I got asked by my family, like, why wouldn't you just coach yourself? Which I don't know how long you guys have been on my channel, but I did coach myself for the majority of my competition career actually. I coached myself for two and a half years really, to get to the stage. I earned my pro card myself in Fitness America, which of course the conditioning was, you know, not what it is in the NPC. But I did like prep myself for multiple photo shoots. I did prep myself for multiple stage runs. So I would be somewhat even more confident now than I was then, now that I have worked with a coach. However, like, why do coaches have coaches? There's 3 reasons kind of I want to touch on, and I'm sure there's multiple ones. You guys can contribute to the content by commenting below. But the first thing is objectivity. I know for me, I would make calls sooner than they probably should be called, and I would push myself into a hole probably sooner than I should. Or if I wasn't seeing the results, I would probably just, you know, increase cardio or decrease more fats and decrease carbs or intake in general. So like I would just be pushing myself even more so, whereas a coach can help me be objective and help me kind of put the brakes on myself, because I am that like workhorse by nature. Objectivity is one of like the biggest things I can say the reason why I hired a coach. Like, I just needed somebody to save me from myself, which my previous coach Matt Jansen saved me from myself so many times, because I would overwork myself. But a lot of the things is like with the objectivity is that you can't really overcredit the coach in any athlete coach situation. There's multiple ways to skin a cat, and there's many ways you can learn how to bring in a physique athlete, and every athlete is going to be so different. So, or just any even general population client, like if whatever their goals are, there's plenty of ways to get there. It's just a matter if the coach can help the athlete understand how to get there themselves. And it's really more or less not overcrediting the coach, but crediting the athlete for putting in the work that the coach is asking them to do. They're the ones who implement it day in and day out in their lives, just like I implement what, you know, my coaches tell me day in and day out. Like, I am the one who has to put the like foot to the ground and actually do everything that they say in the way that they say it and follow through. Otherwise, they can't do their job. They don't know how to change and manipulate variables if I'm just implementing and changing variables myself. So when we're talking about coaching relationships, like, there's awesome coaches out there. There's incredible people who know multiple ways to troubleshoot situations, but you have to credit their athletes the most. Like, and you have to, as a coach, be able to instill like those certain values in your athletes that you want them to excel and you want them to adhere to programming, because it's only going to make this process easier for them and for you as the coach. So objectivity is like a big one for me. So I don't think the little guy wanted to go outside. I think he actually just wanted to sit in my lap. All right, so I'm gonna try to get through what I can while I'm dealing with him. He loves this like gas station blanket that I got. It's like his favorite when I'm in my office. So the number 2 thing is to be better. Like, you hire a coach to be better. Like, you want to learn or do better than what you've done in the past. Or you continue a relationship with a coach because you're confident that they can help you be better in your future. So, you know, that's what it boils down to. It's like, even as coaches, like, your athletes could be better than you. And that's okay. I mean, look at Usain Bolt. His coach is probably not better than him. Like, think about that. And in most fields of sport, the true talent is on the field, not the coach. Like, athletes strive to be better, and they need somebody to help them through that. Like, they need to like learn how to execute things better. They need to learn their characteristics. Like, the biggest thing is, like, a coach helps me learn as personal characteristics about myself that I may not realize are affecting my progress. Our coaches have our best interests at heart. I always have my athletes' best interests at heart. That's like something I really value in my coaching relationship with my athletes. Is I do keep a small client roster so I can know the ins and outs of their lives, know what affects them, know what they truly enjoy or what they look forward to, so then I can kind of always keep that in perspective for them when I'm prepping for them, or when I'm helping them out with any specific goal that they have, because I do prep and I do gen pop, so it's kind of all across the board. Number 3 thing for me, as a fitness professional myself, is I sought after a coach initially, obviously to do all the first 2 things I mentioned, but also to expand my fitness professional network. There is an array of people that can help you meet people who are interested in the same facets of the industry that you are. A lot of us hire coaches because we are personal trainers and we're looking to be better, so we work with other personal trainers. There's like this, or we're strength and conditioning athletes and we hire other strength and conditioning athletes to be our coaches. Like, that's just this network system that you create, and these people you feel that you're connected to and that you're faithful to, and that you want their career and their success to be equal to yours. From the gate, I always, you know, I started with Matt when he was, you know, kind of early on in his career, and like as his athlete, I just wanted to see him success more and more. I wanted to see him succeed with all of his athletes. I cheered on, you know, all the athletes from the sidelines of social media, and like, I wouldn't have met Neil Hill if it wasn't for my coach Matt. I wouldn't have met Matt's wife if it wasn't for Matt. Like, I wouldn't have met some incredible people via online, even I'm connected to, and then I've actually had the benefit to meet them in person. But you know, my friends Lloyd and Anne-Marie down in Georgia, like, I was connected to them through Matt. You know, I just have expanded my social network because of who I entrusted my prep with and who I saw to help me be better. Also know that as a coach, you are always probably going to have people in the field as well. Like, you are going to be coaching other trainers. You are going to be coaching other athletes. And you have to always take that in consideration. And like, one of the things that I like pride myself in is I didn't invent the squat. I didn't invent a specific routine of motor patterns or supersetting or drop setting. Like, I didn't invent how to train or a training method. Like, I mean, that stuff's for Dorian Yates and for Neil Hill. Like, I've only been in this for 8 years. Like, I'm barely scratching the surface here. So, you know, those people truly invented training protocols and training methods. And I am just helping my clients learn how to implement things in proper periodization and proper structure with proper, you know, rest and recovery. I didn't invent all these things. Again, I just help them implement it. So when you're coaching other trainers, understand that you're also reaching their clients in a certain way as well. So that's something pretty unique about what we do. Like, if I help one of my clients and they have 20 other clients under their belt, that's my chance to inadvertently help them, because if I can teach my clients something that they can implement with their business and they can become a better trainer and expand their business because of what they're able to do. Oh, my throat's kicking in. Hold up. So yeah, so it's my way of feeling like I contribute in a broader scale to more than just my clients. And I think that's really important. You know, there's this thought in my head, or, you know, that other trainers might have, or, oh, are they going to steal my stuff? Are they going to like take my, you know, meal plans or sample macros and like copy them over and translate them for their clients? Well, I sure hope they don't. Like, I just have faith in my clients and the people that I work with, that I hope they don't understand that what I'm writing for them is custom to them and that's not going to apply to their clients. And yes, you want everybody to be, you know, kind and, you know, protecting your work and protecting the things that you put time and effort into, but it happens. And you just have to understand that, like, you helped other people because of that. And I think that that's wonderful. And I'm trying to be positive about that because I just think that that's the only way you can go about things. Like, I don't ever want to like question, you know, my clients in that way. I don't want to think that, you know, they're not being objective and not creating customized programming for their clients, because I pride myself and teach them that I try to give them, you know, exactly what they're paying for. I think that's going to wrap up this why do coaches have coaches? I do want to like continue the discussion as always, so please comment below if you have any questions or if you have any comments to add to the discussion. If you're a coach yourself and have a coach, or if you're just a coach and you don't actually participate in the sport, you just actually coach people in that sport. Like, I want to know, you know, what athletes and what coaches are watching my content and getting value from it. This is my first sit down chit chat in a while. I do have an upcoming vlog planned out about breast augmentation during training, type of breast augmentation I have. I've had a lot of questions on that, especially when chest training is my favorite. So stay tuned for that. I know that's on my agenda for upcoming vlogs. This transition clip is probably terrible, but I totally forgot to tell you guys where I got the idea from for my how coaches coach other coaches, or why coaches seek out other coaches. How I got that idea for, you know, this little sit down chat with you guys was actually through a podcast that I listen to that I really enjoy. It's 3D MJ, so 3D Muscle Journey. And it is with Eric Helms and Alberto Nunez. And Alberto Nunez was one of the speakers at the Physique Summit that I went to in St. Louis at the beginning of this year. They are a conglomeration, like a coaching team. So there's quite a few of them who are coaches, and they have a wonderful podcast, 3D MJ or 3D Muscle Journey. Last thing I want to show you guys before I close up this clip is I have been making savory cream of rice, and I posted in my Instagram story, and everybody was overwhelmingly like, what's the recipe? How does this work? How do you do it? Where do you buy cream of rice? Like, I guess I just feel like sometimes the Instagram worthy photos are all related to like foodie photos are all related to like sweet foods. And I love shrimp and grits, so I just randomly didn't really want to have potatoes the other day. I didn't really want to have rice. I'd already had both of those carb sources in my day. So I was like, but I haven't had cream of rice today. And I've got some shrimp left over. And I was like, shrimp and cream of rice, shrimp and grits, comfort food. That's what went on in my head to create this concept. And I had no idea it would really be like something people were interested in. Step by step what I did to create these so-called shrimp and grit cream of rice situations. All right, so step number 1 is I have sauteed some mushrooms and some these grape tomatoes in pan with the everything but the bagel seasoning. Duh, it goes on everything. And then I want to make them a little spicy, so the garlic sriracha seasoning blend is one of my go-tos. Step 2 is to weigh out the amount of cream of rice you need based on whatever carb situation you have as far as macros go or whatever. You weigh out however much cream of rice you desire. So I'm weighing out 20 grams here. I don't measure out the water because I ain't good about that, but you can kind of see what I did is I just basically filled it up with a little bit of water, and I'm going to kind of add some as I go, but I start off by putting it in the microwave for increments of 1 minute. Cream of rice is cooking. I will tell you, a lot of people have asked me where you find this. It's normally in the same aisle with like the oatmeal, and it's just this guy. Now be sure you don't pull cream of wheat, because I don't think cream of wheat will have the same grit-like texture that cream of rice does. Can't speak on that entirely because I haven't done cream of wheat in a long time, but I feel like it's going to be not similar in texture. Another thing to remember about cream of rice that is great is that oats are sometimes super filling before a workout. So if you're an early morning workout person and you feel that oats just kind of like don't sit well with you, you may want to try cream of rice, or you can do what I do, which is make a blend. I blend half cream of rice, half oats, so you kind of get still the hearty texture, but not as much oats. Tip for you. So after putting it in for a minute, I added a little bit more water to it and stirred it up, and it is pretty thick and gloppy now. Gloppy, is that a word? I don't know. Today's carbs, I do have a little bit more carbs to hit today. I mentioned that I didn't want potatoes the other day, but I'm actually putting this all on potatoes today. So it's gonna be like a shrimp, cream of rice, hash. That's what we're going with. I always use these Simply Potatoes. Hash browns, they cook super, super fast if I'm just kind of in a pinch. Always just have these as backup. And today, backup was necessary to get more carbs. Last step after I've made my little shredded hash browns are right there, is just kind of get the shrimp just slightly crispy, because I buy pre-cooked shrimp already. I turn the pan off and just season it and throw a little Pam in there, and then just let these kind of get crispy. You don't want to overcook these since they're already cooked shrimp. I'm just trying to get them hot and kind of seasoned. And again, I have no heat on this. It's just a previously heated skillet. So now it's all about assembly, and assembly by a deeper dish for the cream of rice, which I've seasoned with just a little salt and pepper. Then I'm going to toss in my tomatoes and mushrooms. And there we have the delicious shrimp grits hash combo cream of rice. So that concludes my chit chat with you guys and concludes this little cooking session you guys had. And I'm gonna go ahead and eat while it's still warm. And I do have everything laid out so I can make my hubby a dish when he gets off the treadmill. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this. I hope you guys learned something from it. Be sure to comment below to participate in the discussion for how coaches coach other coaches, or why coaches hire coaches. I definitely just want to keep that discussion going down in those comments because I love reading them and responding back to you guys if you have any questions. And be sure to like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. We are getting close to 10K, guys, like really close. And I'm so like excited for that 10K challenge or 10K subscriber giveaway that I'm going to plan. So be sure to share my content if you find it valuable. Share it with somebody else who would get some good little nuggets of information out of this. So Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Waiting outside, heaven knows I'm dreaming out loud, 'cause I'm ready for the chase now.